Hello students, welcome to the house wiring system, the methods of wiring. Myself Tarakeshwari, assistant professor from EEE department. What are the different methods of wiring? Basically, there are two methods. One is joint box method, as you can see in the diagram, and the other one is loop in system. These are the two methods of wiring. These are the methods of wiring. What is joint box system? What is loop in system? Which one is more used and which one is obsolete? Which cost is low, which is temporary, which is permanent? We'll see them now. Joint box system is also called as T connection. It is also called as T connection. Why? Because you can see this is the joint box system, and you can see it is very similar to a T figure. Sorry. See, the connections. This is the lamp. You can see the lamp here. This is a switch for this lamp, and for this lamp L2, this is a switch S2. The connections are made in the form of T. Okay, so that is by means of suitable connectors. These are all called as connectors. These are connectors. By using suitable connectors between P and N junction, phase and neutral, you see, using these are called as cutouts, or it's called as cutouts. It is also called as connectors. Both the name. So it is connecting different lamps and switches using these connectors or cutouts. See, so there is one advantage when you compare with the loop-in system, that it is saving the extra quantity of wire, the cables that is required, and the cost is also saved. But what is the disadvantage? You can see the wire comes from PO here, comes to the switch. That is, the phase wire comes to every switch through the connectors. And from the neutral, the lamps are connected. Both the lamps are connected through the connector button. So that is why it is called as T connection. But this the disadvantage or the demerit is its weakness if it is not properly made. If the connection is not properly made, there would be weakness, though the advantage is the cost is low, it is very economical. It is limited to the temporary installation. Nowadays this is obsolete. It is not it is not used for temporary connection. It is limited to temporary installation. This is joint box system. We'll go to the loop-in system. See, as I told you, joint box is also called as T system. I have drawn the diagram here, how the connections are made. This is, that is, the loop-in system is universally applied, wherein all the lamps or any other appliances are connected in parallel. So in this system, when the connection is required, either for the light or the switch, the feed conductor, you can see that the blue line is called as a feed conductor. If I call this as feed conductor, this is looped in. You see, it comes down and it makes a loop and then goes back, bringing direct to the terminal, and then once again it is carrying forward again to the next point to feed. This is shown this figure. The switch and the light are carried around the circuit in series of loops. It is going from input to the next stage until the last point is reached. So Actually, the looping, that is this looping, is generally done inside the switchboard or in the box. Even the neutrals are looped in, either in the switchboard or from light or fan. One thing the caution has to be taken is, either you're taking the line, suppose this is the phase, this is neutral. Generally, line or phase, it should not be looped for light. This is lamp, this is switch. The looping should not be done from light off or fan. You can do it for the switch. The looping can be done inside the switch, but not from the light or from the fan. So when you do the comparison between the joint box system and the loop-in system, what are the advantages and the disadvantages? Advantage is the loop-in system, I shall write it down. The advantage of the loop-in system is, this is for both, that is the advantage and disadvantages for the loop-in system. Here, their joint box is not required in case of loop-in system. This is a disadvantage, and generally no joints are concealed inside the floor, beneath the floor, either in the roof or below the base. Beneath or near the floor or in the roof, there is no concealing. So you can locate or remove, or you can do while doing the inspection, if you want to do the fitment, that is concerned. So location of the fault is easy in case of loop-in system. Location of fault becomes easy. So joint box is not necessary. The connectors are not concealed inside the floor or onto the roof. And location of fault is easy, so inspection and opening of the fitment becomes very easy. But then what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages is, the length of the fire definitely required is more. So definitely it is not economical, it becomes more costly. And looping in is difficult. This is another limitation. And when you are using length of the wires larger, then the copper losses is also large, and the voltage drop which is happening is also more. So when you are doing the comparison between these two, joint box and the loop-in system, more preferable is loop-in system, which is in vogue, which is in practice. Joint box is only for temporary installation. Temporary installation. Yes. So what all did we learn today? When you are coming for house wiring system, there are categories under which we have to studies are, how do you distribute the energy, distribution system or systems of distribution. Next, methods of wiring, that is either the I'll do the categorization on that, under that also. And the systems of wiring, systems of wiring. Under distribution system, what we studied and looked in the previous class was two types. One was distribution system type and the tree system type. In case of methods of wiring, we saw joint box method and the loop-in system method. And if you go to systems of wiring, there are four methods. One is very old method, that is cleat wiring, casing and capping, casing and capping. The third one would be CTS or TRS, and the last one could be conduit wiring. I hope you understood all the three methods, three categorization of house wiring. We shall consider the systems of wiring in the next video. Thank you for watching.